Oh, man. Yo. Yo. Yo, this boy Kingston from like rest of the things. And I've been watching wrestling for what, how long? 20 some plus years? What, Danny 25? Or 25 on yeah, about 25 years I think. I've seen some excellent pay-per-views. I've seen some not so great pay-per-views. But when I tell you, for a show where the build was kind of half there because they were so focusing on that guy right there, Tony Khan and them delivered. Him and his team put on one heck of a show. How the show finished, the changing of the freaking guard is here. I said it when CM Punk first showed up. Now that we got these three new cats that showed up, man, unreal. Unreal. I got a few issues with the show. But overall, man, I'm excited for what's to come in all elite wrestling. I'm excited, man. I'm telling you right now, I'm excited. Like cats, I might not sound like I'm excited. That's because I'm still speechless right now, man. I'm speechless like a mug. Dog. Let's go ahead and break down this review. So, pre-show, we got OC and Friends, Jurassic Express now, versus Matt Hardy and the Hardy Family Office. Y'all know how I feel about multi-man matches. Y'all know I can't stand multi-man matches. All this was about was showcasing all the different tag teams they got. I got this one wrong. I thought that they was gonna go ahead and give this to Matt Hardy's crew. They didn't. I had a feeling that Jurassic Express them was going over, which they did. Um, this is all about at the end what took place, which I thought that after the match was over, I thought this was it. I thought HFO lost like dang near every match. They only won like one. I'm like, y'all didn't dominate the entire feud. What's the point of keeping this thing going? A returning Butcher comes after Woodwork after the match and beats the brakes off everybody. Then the whole locker room come out to try to save the day and basically had them running off. I was like, well, I guess it's a hot way to get everybody back into it. This is the way to get everybody ready for the doggone pay-per-view. You know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, right after them, we got my man Dan Lambert. Dan Lambert is somebody who I never had absolutely any clue who he was. I didn't know him from Adam. But the boy can talk his behind off. He got the cats from the UFC with him, former UFC champions. He got All Ego Ethan Page. He got my man Scorpion Sky, who just signed a 5-year deal. He ain't going nowhere. But you know what? That is what I'm going to speak on when I'm finished with this doggone review. I'm going to talk about that. The man realized running over there to the prison, you ain't going to be nothing but a buck dancing, shucking and jiving buffoon if you go over there to the prison. Let's just keep it a buck. Now, I know they ain't really doing nothing with him right now, but he signed a 5-year deal. That means you got 5 years to make that man a relevant main event player. That's all I'm going to say about that. We get to the first match, and I called this. I said, I got a feeling we're going to open up the show with the TNT Championship match. Excellent move. Eddie Kingston versus Mural for the TNT Championship. Great match. All about stories. I was looking forward to this match because it's about two big men going at it. It's the Redeemer versus the player guy. The guy who, like, I'm about to beat you. You talk about your so-called God and all this stuff. Redeem these nuts. I'm about to show you. I'm about to put you on your head. I'm going to take that TNT Championship. Oh, he tried it. He put him on his head all right. Miro was struggling. He was struggling. Both of them hitting each other, whack left and right. Boom, 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 boom. All this. I mean, they slurring all over the place and all that crazy stuff. They told an excellent story. Eddie Kingston did not win, as I called it. I was expecting CJ. I was looking for it. I said, now this is a match where it looks like Mural can't take the big man down. He talked all that mess. And he been name dropping in his wife. He talked about, I'm finna hop on top of my wife here, hop on top of my wife there. So I'm thinking with this slow build, or with this 2-week build, that's an anticipation that CJ Perry is coming. But I guess TK said no, because I already got 3 other clowns showing up today. I'm going to hold off on CJ. Miro goes over clean, lays the man out. 1, 2, 3. No, actually went to 1, 2, 3. He made him submit. Where he passed out, which means Eddie Kingston looks strong, which means this ain't nowhere near over. Now we got 2 weeks from the New York show. Do we run this back? And is this where Miro drops it to him at the New York show at Alter Edge Stadium? We'll find out. Excellent match from the fellas. This was an outstanding opener. Shout out to TK for doing the right thing. Next, we got Eddie Kingston's boy, Jon Moxley. Now, this match, I'm going to tell you right now, I really didn't care about it. Why? Because they really didn't give us an important reasons to even give it care. Like, they didn't, it was like they just threw it together. I'm not familiar with Kojima. I know he's a New Japan legend. I understand that. But I'm not too familiar with him. So because I'm not too familiar with him, you know, I'm really not going to care about the story. But the match itself was actually a decent match. Both men are hard, strong style. They come in, you know, both of them beating the brakes off each other. The crowd was kind of low for it. They was in it when Moxley first came out, you know what I'm saying? But after a while, as things started building up, they got into the match. Everything was great. They told a great story. They did what they had to do. Moxley wins, as I called it. As soon as Moxley won, music hit. Moxley got up. Everybody looking around like, wait, who's going on? And everybody on commentary like, this can't be who I think this is. I'm like, wait, they bring Daniel Bryan early? I'm like, no, they brought my man Suzuki. I don't know Suzuki either because, like I said, I don't know too much about the New Japan scene. But because they brought him in and he's a New Japan legend, a lot of fans, they knew exactly who he was and they was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? So he gets in the ring with Moxley, looks at Moxley in the face, and Moxley looking at him in the face. Then he started, boom, hitting him. He hit him back. He hit him again. He hit him again. Boom, you got a match already made. Because later on, Moxley cut a promo talking about, I'm going to see this fool on Dynamite, which is exactly what they did. So kudos to bringing in the legend Suzuki. I know a lot of fans, they like this guy. Like I said, I don't really know him because, like I said, I didn't really watch New Japan like that, so I'm not familiar with the guy. You know what I mean? So after that, we got the women's match. AEW Women's Championship. And this is DMD. Oh, my bad. Dr. DMD. Britt Baker versus the alien, Mrs. Chris Statlander. Now, the story for this was all about, can Britt overcome the undefeated streak of the alien? Because how they've been somehow building up Chris as this undefeated foe. Now that she is #1 contender for the title, can she do what she needs to do, which is beat Dr. DMD and become the new AEW Women's Champion? I knew she wasn't. But for me, I just wanted to see the ladies give us a great match. The match started off kind of slow. And here's another goofy thing. OC was not a part of this whole storyline at all. He is ringside. And I'm asking myself, he was not a part of the story. Who was a part of the story was Red. You think Red would be out there. You think she would be out there in Chris's corner, right? No. They had OC. And I understand that she's a part of the best friend, so I get why he would be out there, but it would have made perfect sense if OC was a part of the storyline building up to it. You get what I'm saying? Nope. They said, no, let's bring this dude out here. OC out there doing what he got to do, you know what I mean? Now, when these two got together, I told you what I was looking for them. I was looking for how well would these two ladies match. They got together, killed it. It started off slow. Chris doing her moves on Britt. Britt coming back, letting her know, no, lady, I'm about to beat the brakes off you. And then she told her, no, you're not. And both of them was struggling with each other. I loved it. I loved the story that was telling. And obviously, you knew Jamie and Rebel was going to be getting into it. They tried to do their little goofy stuff. It wasn't enough. The spot of this match was when Britt took Chris and she did her own version of the Canadian Destroyer. The whole arena popped. They all went crazy. It was like that. I mean, they loved it. They loved it, man. The part for me was when Chris got thrown out the ring and OC was looking at her, and then he yelled at her. It was like, "Yo, girl, get up, get back in the ring," because she was finna get counted out. I was like, that was, and so the arena they popped for that too. You know what I'm saying? So she got up in there. She got the lockjaw on him. Chris Statlander loses, as I called it. Dr. DMD is still your AEW Women's Champion. I give all praise to the ladies. Both ladies did an outstanding job. Great job, ladies. Y'all did what y'all was supposed to do. I can't be mad. The ladies put on a great match. So this is when we got the little promo package from Mr. Andrade. Alex Marvez popped up and he said, "Yo, I know you were supposed to be fighting Pac tonight. Are you guys responsible for Pac not being able to fly in?" And Andrade was like, "I'm supposed to be wrestling right here in front of these fans in Chicago. I'm the guy. I'm the boss. I'm supposed to put on the show. This guy's running." That's exactly what Chavo said. Chavo was like, "Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, but let me tell you something. This guy is running. He doesn't want. He's afraid of you, Andrade. He's afraid of you. He doesn't want to see you." And Andrade said, "You know what? That's fine. I'll give him to Friday, and I'll beat him at Rampage." Now the match was supposed to be on Dynamite, but obviously Pac hasn't been able. He hasn't been cleared to come through because out there in London they are not allowing cats to fly in. Obviously they gonna push it all the way to Friday. Hopefully he can make it. They said it. He will be here for Friday. We're gonna see because he said he was supposed to fight him on Dynamite. Nope. He's supposed to show up on Friday. We'll see. So you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Uh, Here we go. Best match of the whole show. Now, shout out to my boy Mr. OTR Central because I know he can't stand these. He don't like the Young Bucks at all, and I don't think he liked the Lucha Bros. He said he don't like all the the spot fest stuff, spot fest matches or whatever. Man, I told y'all how when I seen it before, I really didn't like. I was just looking forward to the result. Man, this is This is the best match I've seen out of the two of them. This steel cage match was everything in a bag of chips. First, the Lucha Bros entrance, they was introduced by the guys who does their theme song. They came out dressed up in choir robes, and when the Lucha Bros came out, they had on them Hulk with the Indian feathers, uh, helmets or whatever. It reminded me of so much of Rey Mysterio for WrestleMania 22, which took place right out here at the Allstate Arena. I thought about Rey Mysterio when I saw them with them helmet things on. I said, "Man, they remind me too much of Rey Mysterio." That's what came to mind right away. We get into the match. They didn't even play around. Both groups, Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson beating the brakes off of them. Ray Phoenix, Pentagon Jr. beating the brakes off each other, tearing each other apart. I mean, look here. If you wanted everything, color was all in this match. This match called for color. It called for it. They made you think that the Young Bucks was gonna win this match, especially when Brandon Cutler threw. Uh, he threw Nick Jackson. I think it was Nick. It was. I get him mixed up. He threw one of the Jackson brothers a bag. In the bag was a gym shoe, but this wasn't no ordinary gym shoe. This gym shoe had thumbtacks attached to it. Now the Lucha Bros are already tore up. They already bleeding like crazy. But this just made it even worse. My man kicked him in the face with thumbtacks. So first of all, you got a gym shoe with a thumbtack going directly in your face. I said, "That's man." I felt bad for him, man. But I said, this is called the sympathy for the baby face. For cats to say they cats don't tell stories. They told an outstanding story in this match, doing all these crazy spots. Yes, it was definitely spot monkey infested. I understand what Jeff mean when he said he don't like all the spot fest. But this match called for it. The crowd was out of this world hype for this match. They was going insane to the membrane. Man, Lucha Bros found a way to eventually win this crazy man steel cage match, and they are now your official new AEW Tag Team Champs. Kudos to the Lucha Bros. Kudos to the Young Bucks. I ain't mad at all. Them cats put on a great match. I think they said by far, I think this is the best match of the whole show. That's why I said, man, how everybody gonna follow that? I have no clue. But they did what they had to do. They delivered, man. I love that. I ain't got no problem whatsoever, you know. So now we got the women's casino battle royale. So British won. Now, who faces her? Me, this was my pick. I had two. I had Taya Conti, or I had the Joker, which I knew who was going to be the Joker. None other than the one who came out. So I really didn't take notes on the orders of who got eliminated and all this. I'm just going to focus in on the main event players from Jade, Red Velvet, Jamie Hayter, Rebel, Taya Conti, Anna Jay, Penelope Ford, Thunder Rosa, Nyla Rose. Those was like the main cats because everybody else that got knocked out, they got knocked out. So as all of them was getting knocked out, everybody was waiting on who's gonna be the Joker, and everybody was saying the name. They was like Ruby, Ruby, Ruby. Ruby Soho is all elite. She came out, everybody went completely nuts. She came in there. Nyla Rose actually did what a lot of people didn't. I mean, they knew something was gonna happen between her and Jade because remember they supposed to be on the same page, correct? Nope. She ended up eliminating Jade. Now Jade actually looked decent. I think they should have kept Jade in there a little bit longer. It's just me. I think it should have been Jade, Ruby, and Thunder. That's just me. Because you know Jade is coming up. We do know that, right? Came down to Nyla, Thunder, Ruby. Two of them worked together. They got rid of Nyla. Now it's the two of them. Now we got a women's match. I want to see Ruby and Thunder again. That's how good this was. I want to see this match. I want to see it. Ruby Soho looked amazing. Thunder Rosa on another level. I'm telling you, man, the women's division is on the horizon. Tony Khan, keep this up. Keep this up, sir. This is what we want. We want the women to be on the same level with the fellas. Keep this up. Ruby Soho, Thunder Rosa, they went at it for about another 5 to 6 minutes. They made you think either one of these girls could win because you literally felt that way. You thought, is Thunder going to win? Is Ruby going to win? Nope. Ruby found a way. She eliminated her, and she is now your new #1 contenders for the Britt Baker's AEW Championship. I'm looking forward to that match. Can't wait. Like I said, for the Battle Royal, it started off kind of sloppy because I think it was rushed. I think they rushed it, but after a while, I enjoyed everything that they gave us. I enjoyed it, so I got no issue. You know, that was the only issue, but I enjoyed most of it. Now, the final fight. This right here, I think, I wish this was me. The match that we got at Dynamite about 2 weeks ago was outstanding. And I said to myself, how are they going to top themselves? I get they put the stipulation. The stipulation is if Jericho loses, he cannot wrestle in AEW ever again. I get it. So it's the anticipation like, oh, you look forward to what's going to be the result. Is he going to win? Is he going to lose? Before MJF came out, they literally made you think Jericho was going back to his old persona, which was Y2J. So he had the little countdown and everything. And when the lights went out and they had the fireworks and it said Jericho's final match, he was trolling everybody, made you think that it was Jericho. MJF came out there with his snot nose behind, came out there being as goofy and grimy with the fans like he always is. Jericho came out. He was brought out by one of his lead guitarists in his group finds. I think the dude name was Mike or something. I might be wrong. It was decent, and you know the crowd was singing the song. Y'all know they love Judas song. You know they love that stuff. Matchup, it was a decent match. I still prefer part 3 over part 4, but what really ticked me off was the false finish. Some people think the false finish was great. Me, no. What happened was, Warlow came running out there. Jake came out there to take him to the back. So RB is distracted. She's not paying attention. Jericho's bat is in the ring. MJF get the back, knock that man out. Then he does the move on him. As he goes to pin him, Jericho puts his leg on the rope. RB not even paying attention. She going 1, 2, 3. And the whole crowd was like, what? Everybody on commentary, Tony, Excalibur JR. They said, what the heck? His foot was on the rope. What the heck? What kind of finish is that? So MJF celebrating. He like, yeah, I retired him. Yeah. I'm sitting up here saying, like, I said that the man was going to win, but I didn't want it to be a dumb finish like that. Finish was stupid. Then the ref come down. They talking to Justin Roberts. Told RB, you wasn't paying attention. Jericho had his foot on the rope. MJF is ticked off. He's mad. So Justin Roberts said, due to the audible, this match is restarted. MJF tried to get the match over with again. 1, 2, 3. Didn't work. Jericho knocked him out. Then he put him in the walls of Jericho. The man was finna tap. He tried to grab the ropes. Jericho pulled him back. Made him tap. Jericho is still an all elite wrestler. I'm not mad that the man won. I just didn't like that goofy finish. That is my pet peeve. I know some of y'all probably think I'm tripping. I know some of y'all think I'm on some bull jive. I'm like, no, I just didn't like that. To me, that was stupid. It was dumb. I know some people think that was great. They feel it's a way to make MJF not look like he's been buried, which I personally don't think he's been buried. Something in me actually said that I remember when I did one of my reviews, I said I got a feeling that I wouldn't be surprised if Jericho did go over. I said that, but I decided to switch up because I was listening to all these other cats say, oh no, Jericho needs to lose. This is what make MJF the best and all this crazy stuff. So I just said, you know what? I think they got a point, so I'm going to roll with what they take or whatever. I prefer number 3. Number 3 was better than number 4. It was a decent match. They told a great story. I didn't like the finish, but I don't have a problem with Jericho winning because it's so many different matchups that you can do with Jericho. I still think he got a lot in the tank. I know some people think Jericho should put the wrestling boots up. I still think he got a couple of more matches in him. So that's that. Okay. Now, the match that everybody and their mama's mama went to the show, bought the show for that man right in the middle. CM Punk versus Mr. Darby Allin. Boy, I tell you, I love this match. And it was not the best match on the card, but I loved everything about this match. Let me tell you exactly why. I was looking to see if if CM Punk can still go. Darby comes to the ring. Sting walks him out there. Sting tells him, I wish you the best, man. He glides down on the skateboard. CM Punk comes out. He got his ring gear on, got his little hoodie on. Darby Allin is sitting in the ring, and they put the camera on the man. And Darby Allin got this look on his face like, will this old man get his behind to the ring? I know he thinks it's his glory moment, and everybody's happy to see him back to wrestling. I just want to keep this boy behind. That's the look that he had on his face, and I'm telling you, I loved it. That is called storytelling at its best. They ain't even wrestling yet, and the man is sitting up there like, man, get your behind in the ring, fool. I know you trying to celebrate you being back. I want to whoop your tail right now. That's what it's about. He took his little sweet time. The fans is going crazy. They singing the song. He talking about, it's clobbering time. Doing his little stick or whatever. He get to the ring. They put the camera on Darby. Darby still look at him like, man, what you want? You know I'm finna whoop your tail. You do know that, right? CM Punk, he looked at him. He took his hoodie off. And he sat down and looked at him too and said, yeah, fool, what you want? I'm coming and I'm finna beat your tail too. I see you over there looking goofy. What you gonna do? Nothing, because I'm about to whip your tail. I'm about to make you go to sleep. Excellent storytelling. Without even saying a word. It's just the looks. The looks tell everything. And the fans was talking about, you still got it. He didn't wrestle yet, and they talk about, you still got it. They get the match going. The Cats is going at it. Darby Allin came out the gate whooping tail. He basically told Punk, welcome back to wrestling. I don't care that you ain't wrestling in a minute. I'm finna beat you as if you've been wrestling like me. Tore him up, put him in them doggone grapples. It took Punk a little while to get up out that grapple. He used to be able to reverse his way on out. He tried to reverse like 3 or 4 times and he couldn't get out. I said, that's what I'm talking about. Darby Allin wasn't playing. He was tearing that boy up. Then Punk decided to finally wake up, and Punk started to get a couple of hits in there. He did a little body slam. Fans loved it. They was going crazy. I said, look here, man. Slow-paced match, but it's doing work. Darby Allin was the best first match player for CM Punk. I'm telling you, I loved it. Punk catches him with the go to sleep. They right by the rope. Darby falls out the ring. I said, that's what I'm talking about. Darby like, I'm not finna get pinned right to you. I'm not finna get pinned. I'm pinned. I'm not finna get pinned by you. So the ref is counting. Now, Punk kind of limping over there. I said, dang, he already hurt himself. So he go to sit down. Referee start counting. Get all the way to 9. Jump right back into the ring. And CM Punk tried to catch him with the go to sleep again. He said, I'm not finna let you do it. Reverses up out of that, knocks him out. I said, Darby Allin, he is a fighter. That man is a fighter. He don't care. Look, it was a part where CM Punk threw him out the ring, and it looked like his neck hit the turnbuckle. I mean, it was like he just went flying. I said, dog. I said, Darby Allin don't give a rat's behind. He don't care about his body. He don't care. So, as the man got back into the ring, he tried to do the coffin drop. He missed. CM Punk caught him. Got to go to sleep again. 1, 2, 3. There you have it, folks. There you have it. CM Punk, first match back. Awesome. 2 thumbs up. Slow pace, but he did what he had to do. Darby Allin was the first play. He was the best first dance player for him. You know, I loved it, man. I loved it. I mean, I'm happy for CM Punk. I'm happy for Darby. After the match, Sting came out there, so fans are like, okay, what's about to pop off? Sting came out there, looked at Darby, looked at Punk. Punk looked at him, stuck his hand out. Punk looked at him, shook his hand. They went over there. They picked up Darby. He shook his hand. I'm trying to tell y'all, you do know that we're going to run this back. Y'all do know that. I don't know if it's over. I have no clue. I don't know. But we running this back. Don't know where we go from here. All I got to say, tune in to Dynamite. That's what you do. Now, me, I thought that this was going to be the main event. And then we got the match where I said, I'm going to the washroom. The match, I said, I'm going to the washroom on. Actually, I didn't go to the washroom. I went to go get something to eat. Tell you the truth, I'm being honest. QT Marshall versus Paul White, a.k.a. Big Show. I said, how the heck this was the second to last match? I don't know. But somehow, some way, Tony Khan thought it was smart to put this as the second to last match. QT Marshall boys is out there cheating like they was. Big Show did what he had to do. Laid the man down. 1, 2, 3 match over. Big Show gets his first win under his belt. I don't know what that means moving forward. I really don't. I don't know what this means. Do I think Big Show and QT Marshall need to run it back? Heck to the freaking no, I don't. But I feel like Tony Khan is going to possibly do it again. So, you know, it is what it is. Then we got the main event. Christian Cage versus Kenny Omega for the AEW Championship. We got these cats that got history. The two of them killed it on Rampage 2 weeks ago. They killed it. It was 3 weeks ago. Because this is episode 4. Yeah, 3 weeks ago. They killed it. They killed it. Part 1 was great. Didn't care nothing about part 2. Tonight was a very physical fight. Christian once again showed why he can go toe to toe. I tell you this, him and Kenny Omega got great chemistry. The one thing I can respect, the chemistry matters in a wrestling match. Now, whether the crowd was into it or not, it's always about chemistry. Do you have chemistry? Does your chemistry gel together? Kenny, Christian, excellent chemistry. Don the clown out there acting the fool with his pink suit. The part of the match I could care less about. Don was trying to distract the ref. Here come Don Gallows, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Carl Anderson, the last clown I'm trying to see. That buffoon then got himself caught up online talking about the prison, talking about they don't really care about people with mental health. I was like, you know what, man, I understand what you mean, but it's kind of an insensitive thing to say right when Daphne passed away. I wouldn't have said that. I get it. I know what you mean, but I wouldn't have said that. So I kind of wasn't trying to see neither one of those clowns. I just wasn't. But Kenny being the heel he is, he got to have his elite brother coming out there trying to save the day. Even with them coming out, that's not what finished Christian off. What finished Christian off was the spot when they was on top of the ropes. Kenny pulled the one-winged angel. The crowd popped. They loved that move. They loved it. Kenny gets the 1, 2, 3, and he is still your AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Gets down, hops on the mic, and everybody in the mama is booing him. He running his mouth. He talk about, now this is what you're supposed to do. You send the crowd home happy. I'm the best. We're the best. Nobody can touch it. Here come the Young Bucks. They come out walking out there limping. He talk about the only people that can beat me or be on my level, they're not working for this company or they're dead. And as soon as he said that, the lights went out. So everybody thinking, oh, it's this dang Bryan. Music hit, and there ain't nothing other than the man who just left WWE from NXT. He is Mr. NXT. Adam Cole Bay is all elite wrestling. That crowd went insane. I was like, man, Adam Cole? I said, dang, so we got Adam Cole instead of DB. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, okay, I'm like, I'm happy. I'm like, shit, he made the right decision. Because staying over in the prison, he wasn't going nowhere. And obviously, he wasn't giving up his Twitch account because he loved Twitch. And like I said, I know he loved Xavier and all them boys over there. He loved everybody over there. He loved all them cats, Johnny Gargano. He loved every one of them cats. But, I mean, come on. Yeah, I know he adores Triple H. But he knows Vince don't care about him. He already knows. He knows his ceiling is so high. He comes in, everybody think he a babyface. They looking at him. Now, I forgot to talk about it. Jurassic Express came out there to help Christian because Christian was getting beat. He looking at them. They looking at him. He super kicks Jungle Boy. And the Young Bucks kiss him. He is down with the elite. That means we got our own version of the Bullet Club right here in AEW. I didn't watch New Japan Wrestling like that, but I understand that all of these cats was a part of the Bullet Club. Every one of them. All these cats that you seen in that scene was a part of the Bullet Club. Everybody celebrating. Kenny Omega said, what y'all thought? Y'all thought somebody else was coming out there? Y'all, that's what y'all thought, right? Ain't nobody gonna stop us. We running the show. It's all of us. We the elite. We running it. Who's gonna stop us? Nobody. And as soon as he was trying to say that, music go off. But a hip hop version. Now, I thought the man was gonna use Europe song, Final Countdown. That's what I thought. he got a hip hop version of his old theme from WWE. Bryan Danielson, aka Daniel Bryan, is all elite wrestling. That crowd went crazy. I said to myself, change is here. Now, this is what I'm thinking. Because I talked about it earlier, talking about Sky. AEW, you want to get to that 2 million, possibly 3 million, maybe even 4. The last step to getting to, to being what you want. Because we do know they want to be 2 million. We know that. We know they don't want to just be doing 1 million a week. And I understand that TNT is happy with that. TNT is happy with it. As long as they happy, they cool. But I know that TK and them want to do 2 million. I know it. I know they want to do 3 million. I know they do. The last thing outside of the women, the last thing is to get the talent that look like me top tier like everybody else. Ain't even a question no more. Ain't even a question. I'm going to trust TK that he going to do the right thing because I kid you not. TK do the right thing in the next 2 to 3 years. You got all of us on the main event scene just like everybody else. AEW going to be the place to be. Who gives a rat's behind about what goes on over in WWE land? I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now. What I seen tonight, change took place. Now I know it's gonna be cats gonna say, "Oh, they just adding more clowns and it's all people." They're gonna be like, "Oh, they don't know what they do." I'm like, look at them. They going for the juggler. They going for the freaking juggler. But they also get us right. Get us right. Ain't even a question no more. Ain't a question. I'm dead serious. Get us right. Make it genuine. I don't want nobody coming in with no stereotypical gimmicks. I want us to be just as real as the rest of these cats. That's all I ask, man. I'm serious. AEW is where it's at. I've never been this excited for a wrestling company for years. And I've been watching this stuff 24, 25 plus years. Change of the guard is here. But also, have in the back of your mind, you got a whole bunch of us there. You got a whole... Oh, and I seen my man, Cedric, talking about Big Swole, talking about, I'm so jealous right now. Hey, you talking about bringing somebody over there that look like us? There he is. Go get him. Cedric, while you had it, go get that boy Ricochet. Come on. That's it. So that is my review, my final grade for this show. I don't ever give 10s out because the show has to be top tier perfect. I can't even have no little mishaps here or little mishaps there. The show has to be top tier perfect for me to give them a 10. I'm giving this show a 9 out of 10. Top to bottom. I said what I didn't like, but I enjoyed majority of the show. TK, excellent job, sir. Excellent job. This is why AEW is here to stay. And I'm happy to say I'm a hardcore AEW head through and through. This your boy KC4L, King Self for Life, Wrestling Takes. This your boy. I'm signing out. Holla at me.